Today's job data. I am concerned about the viability of the automobile companies. I'm concerned about those who work for the automobile companies and their families. And likewise, I am concerned about taxpayer money being provided to those companies that may not survive. It is important that Congress act next week on this plan. And it's important to make sure that taxpayer money be paid back, if any, is given to the companies.
I hope we will do something, because I think for us to do nothing, to allow bankruptcies and failures in 1, 2, or 3 of these companies in the midst of the worst credit crisis and the worst unemployment situation that we've had in 70 years would be a disaster. Made mistakes. The media hasn't always distinguished itself. The consequence of all those mistakes is that the country is to some extent held hostage. We need to free the country. And that's the focus. Yes, there have to be changes that are made and sacrifices made, but the focal point is not to punish those who made the mistakes. It is to prevent further damage to the country, and it's in that context that this committee will proceed.
Very disappointed that lending has not been available. What we need is a solution, not a first installment.
There's no doubt this is a crisis. There's no doubt this has a severe impact on the economy. If I was reasonably convinced that the money was going to work, then I would support it. And I'm not saying I won't, but really that's what I'm looking for, is that we will have some reasonable expectation that whatever we do has a reasonable chance of working.
We don't always have a second chance to make a first impression. By the seat of your pants, you thought you needed $25 billion, but when you really figured it out, you need about $34 billion. I don't want to send you home again, because it's going to get more expensive in another 2 weeks.
Depend upon Chrysler for their livelihood. That I recognize that this is a significant amount of public money. However, we believe this is the least costly alternative considering the depth of economic crisis and options we face. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
On the financial system of our financial obligations.